for another movie review, and I'm going to review the 1960 movie The Apartment, directed by Billy Wilder. He's also responsible for the script with I.A.L. Diamond, the cast. And for those of you that don't know this movie, my review really only do a few brushes on a masterpiece. So I really do think you should get to watch this comedy. Cast, as I say, Jack Lemmon plays Calvin Clifford, times known as Clifford Bud. Shirley MacLaine is Fran Kubelik. Fred McMurray is the boss of Baxter. He plays Sheldrick. And Ray Walston is Joe Dupish, an office manager, and he's also a user of this infamous apartment. And we've got another notable number of staff, and they'll be all on that script slide that I provide. Central theme to this movie. All of these people work in a building, but predominantly most of them are working for an insurance company. Apart from the Dr. Dreyfus, who rents an apartment on the same floor as Baxter. The movie was a hugely successful movie, a brilliant romantic comedy drama. And at the Academy Awards, it won for Best Picture. Wilder won for the director's Oscar, original screenplay, art direction and film editing. However, the two main roles only nominations for Lemmon and MacLaine, and a crucial for supporting actor. And there were also minor awards for cinematography and sound, and it stormed the Golden Globes as well, won the Best Comedy section. Actress and actor nods went to both MacLaine and Lemmon, and Wilder was also nominated for Best Director. And at the BAFTAs, won the Best Film and Best Actor and Actress statues, and it hugely successful. The film opens with Baxter. He's narrating, and he describes the circumstances. He works for an insurance company in New York City, and he's been doing it for 3 years, trying to climb to the top through promotion, through hard work. And he's got an apartment about half a block from Central Park, so it's very convenient for work. Baxter's a bachelor, lives alone, and it starts off when he inadvertently lends his key to a so-called friend to use the apartment. No prizes for guessing why they want to use it. And all the executives in his office find out about this, and they then start contacting Baxter to get the same sort of treatment. They also want to borrow the key so they can meet their mistresses for some hanky-panky. And all this is built on the promises from them and his immediate boss that he's going to climb the social ladder and get promotion. So we've got the scenario then. He looks after these executives, and he actually goes about kitting out the apartment with booze and snacks to make it very comfortable. And he also operates a rather complex diary to make sure that the arrangements don't get mixed up. And he also gets special requests at short notice, which he uses that diary for incessantly. This creates lots of headaches, but he's convinced that it's going to help him get to the top. Kubelik, however, is employed in the building as the lift operator, and there's some humorous dialogue between Baxter and her in the lift. And he develops quite a shine for Kubelik, but he's bogged down with the meeting the needs of all the executives. Baxter tends to work extra hours, again to try and impress, particularly the boss Sheldrick, played by McMurray. Lemmon gets approached by Sheldrick to use the key for the first time for the apartment, and he tempts Lemmon by offering him 2 tickets to the musical The Music Man, playing on Broadway. And Lemmon accepts with glee, as he's got in the back of his mind he's going to invite Kubrick along to the musical. However, unfortunately, Kubrick has already arranged to meet Sheldrick on the same day. And that same day just happens to be Christmas Eve. As a result, Lemmon doesn't get to see Kubrick at all. But Kubrick's meeting with Sheldrick, who's at the apartment, doesn't go very well. And it brings out the harshness of men manipulating women's emotions when they're involved in these extramarital affairs. And there's a tremendous scene in Baxter's apartment when Sheldrick, after receiving a present of a long-playing record by Kubrick, gives her a present and hands her a $50 bill. Well, she's naturally taken aback by this, and she's not very happy about it when then Sheldrick informs her that he's got to leave and get home to his wife because it's Christmas Eve, leaving Kubrick alone. She wells up, is in floods of tears, but he leaves anyway. And MacLaine's character, absolutely brilliant in this role. So Kubrick, whilst crying, is unaware that Baxter's apartment, she's unaware that the apartment is Baxter's. And she's so wrapped up in feeling sad about her plight that she decides to overdose. Now, unbeknownst to her, down the street, Baxter's trying to drown his sorrows, and he's also picked up a young girl at a bar, and he brings her back to his apartment for a bit of hanky-panky, and then finds that Kubrick lied out flat on his bed, having taken some pills. And this it's presented in a rather humorous way, even though it is deadly serious. Baxter gets rid of his chaperone and contacts the doctor who deals with the situation, and we then get a period of Kubrick having to be sort of in a state of recovery in Baxter's apartment. Kubrick has also taken a bit of a shine to Baxter and sees him as very much the good guy in amongst this marauding group of self-centered male egos. And so it all ends up with a happy ending. And you'll have to watch it to gather that feeling. Performances, well, Lemmon is just probably one of his greatest ever performances. Comedy, he's just so adept at. He brings so much sincerity, realism, and he presents as a genuine sort of nice guy. And he's got great wit on him, and he's full of that moral fibre. MacLaine, on the other hand, shows her femininity, her sensitivity, and her emotional pain in bucket loads. And I'm quite amazed that these two didn't win the Academy Award for their performance. Top movie, certainly, not just for that year, but for any year. And, of course, it was in black and white. Cinematography, absolutely fantastic. You must get along to watch this movie. It's 5-star performance, and it's called The Apartment, and it was released in 1960.